From the end of April to early May, Japanese irises bloom in the garden in the Nezu Museum in Tokyo. Irises glow on the water side and bloom bright blue flowers. The Japanese flower language of iris is good luck. When the irises bloom in the garden, Nezu Museum exhibits irises folding screens by Ogata Korin. Ogata Korin is a painter who lived in the late 17th century to the early 18th century. This picture was inspired by the 9th episode of The Tales of Ise. The Tales of Ise is a collection of waka poems and associated narratives of a nameless man's life. The authorship is unknown and the date of composition is said to be around 900. Korin left several pieces of painting and craft inspired by the 9th episode. The 9th episode is known as one of the highlights of the tale. The central character rests beside the Yatsuhashi 8 bridges in the famous iris marshes of Mikawa province. The poem composed by the man combines the sense of loss at leaving the capital, longing for the loved one, and the beauty of the natural environment. I have a beloved wife, familiar as the skirt of a well-worn robe, and so this distant journey fills my heart with grief. Irises screens. Only irises are depicted on the screens. The abstracted blue Japanese irises in bloom and their green foliage are rhythmically put on gold-foiled paper. The blue flower and the green foliage stand out against the golden background. Almost 10 years later, Korin painted the folding screens of the same theme, the 8 bridges. Again, the abstracted irises are rhythmically repeated, but this time, the bridges are depicted. The bridge makes you feel that someone would pass by. It gives the sense of movement and time in space. Although it's never a realistic scenery, it brings you an expectation of someone's appearance. The 19th century painter Sakai Hoitz painted the same theme based on the 8 bridges by Korin in the 18th century. It looks similar to Korin's, but it is not a reproduction. The number of iris is reduced. The green is slightly applied to the bridge and it looks as if the green foliage is reflected on the surface of the wet bridge. It gives freshness to the screen. Hoitz admired Korin and studied his works very well. He held a Buddhist memorial service for 100th anniversary of Korin's death and also held an exhibition. To commemorate the exhibition, the art collection book by Woodcut Print, Korin Hyakuzu, 100 paintings by Korin, was made. This is the first publication of the art collection book of an individual artist in Japan. Vincent van Gogh also left several paintings of irises. He was influenced by Utagawa Hiroshige, an ukiyo-e artist. For Gogh's irises, there is a possibility that it was also inspired by Korin's irises from Korin Hyakuzu produced by Hoitz.